Hi, my name's Elaine and I'm with USA Benefit Group. People ask, how did you get going into the health insurance industry? Well, it starts from the first time I started selling during open enrollment. I had called a lead. This was in California, and by law, they have to have insurance or they pay a penalty. And it was kind of when the whole country was that way. Well, the man was very upset that the government was making him pay for his insurance. He wanted to pay off his car. He wanted to buy a house. He wanted to pay off his bills. And he just didn't see any reason why he should get health insurance. I mean, after all, he was a nurse. He jogged every day. He ate healthy. There wasn't going to be any problems with him. He just felt like it was a waste of money. And so we talked for about an hour, and I said, okay, well, you know, I got to go because I got other people to call, but you have a good day. Well, before we hung up, he said, Elaine, you've been really nice about this. So can you give me a call in the middle of open enrollment because it just has started and I still got to figure it out. So I said, okay. So I called him in the middle of open enrollment when I told him I was going to call him, and he said the same thing. He was mad at the government for making him get insurance. He wanted to pay off his car. He wanted to pay off his bills, and he wanted to buy a house. And he was healthy, and there was no reason for him to get insurance. And I said, well, by law, you have to. I mean, for car, and if you have a car, you have to get car insurance. So why wouldn't you do that for your health? In case you get sick, wouldn't you want some health insurance? Oh, yeah, he said, but, he said, I'm going to have to think about it. So I said, okay. So he said, Elaine, give me a call the last day of open enrollment and we'll go from there. So it was 8 o'clock that night. I called him back, last day of open enrollment. And he went on again about how dare the government make him buy health insurance. He wanted to pay off his car, pay off his bills, make a house, buy a house. And he didn't see any reason why to get health insurance. And finally I had to say, dude, dude, come on. Your premium is going to be cheaper than if you actually pay the penalty. So why don't you just get the premium? And it was a really good insurance plan I had found for him. Get the premium, and that way if something happens, you're covered. And if you don't, at least you're not going to pay the penalty for not having insurance. Well, he said, okay, Elaine, that makes sense. I'll do it. I said, well, do you have life insurance? And he said, no. I said, well, you never know when you're going to die, so maybe you should get that too. He goes, well, Elaine, you've been so nice to me. I'll do it. So thank you. So it was 10 o'clock at night. I got his payment information. The application took about an hour to put through for both of them. So about 11 o'clock, I was done. And payments all went through and everything was good to go. So, yay, I'm done with open enrollment. My first open enrollment. I'm done. Yay. So, January came around and, because of the holidays and everything, I wasn't too worried. But the second week, I noticed that life insurance policy wasn't going through. And that was weird because usually it takes 5 to 7 days and then the life insurance policy does come through. So I called down there and they said, nope, we're not going to. We're not going to pay for his life insurance. And they hung up the phone. And usually when I call and talk, we shoot the breeze for a while. But nope, this was a hang up. And I was like, I wonder what's going on. So I called down there to his house and I didn't get any answer. So I waited for about another week trying to figure out what was going on because no one said anything. And on the 15th, I called again and he answered the phone. I go, well, what's going on? I mean, what's the problem here? And he goes, Elaine, thank you. And I'm going, thank you. Thank me. What for? And he goes, on January 2nd, his heart hurt so bad that he couldn't even drive to the hospital. He had to call an ambulance. And he goes, if I hadn't had the insurance, he goes, I would have never called. He got down to the hospital and they said if he would have waited for another half an hour, he would have died. And he goes, "Thank you for making me get the insurance." Now, the life insurance he'll never be able to get because of what happened. But at least he was alive and he wasn't going to lose everything. If he didn't have that insurance, he would have lost his car, his house. He wouldn't have been paying for a house for a very long time. But because he had the health insurance, he was going to be able to buy the house. He was going to be able to pay off his car. He was going to be able to pay off those bills. So that is the reason. The gratitude, it was overwhelming. And every once in a while, like every 3, 4 months, I get another call from somebody that is just so grateful that I was able to help them out and get them the insurance and the coverage that they need. So that is what I do. That's why I do it. I like helping people. I like helping and making sure they get the right policies for them because not every policy is going to work for everybody. So you have a great day and hopefully you call. Bye.